afternoon. We're going to start today with a little bit of blue-white control in Modern. Nothing too crazy about this list. It looks very similar to Miracles, except it's not playing any Terminus, and instead we're playing Wrath of the Skies and Supreme Verdict. So we're going to do a quick blue-white control league. Probably not going to be able to finish the entire league before the standard challenge fires in an hour, so I don't think we're going to bother doing a deck tech, and we're just going to jump right into it today. I think this hand is okay. The Wrath of the Skies is a little bit awkward, but I think this hand's okay. The north wind is a-blowing. Hopefully it's blowing my mind with how good it is, but I'm sure it's going to be getting blown up by Might Form Harmonizer plus land drops. I haven't looked at the other Goryo's list that you posted yet. Oh, it's not Goryo's. It's Energy. I see. That's cool. I mean, I play either. Oh. Are we playing against Leonardo? I'd be down to play either. My land. Let's leave Narset on top. Now, do I pending the Soul Cauldron or do I just hold up Counterspell? I feel like I'm just supposed to pending the Soul Cauldron. They could have Ranger Captain, which would be pretty annoying. Mayhaps they do not, though. Sometimes you just want to cast Bloodbraid Elf. I mean, it pretty much is Bloodbraid Elf. Was it a 5-mana 5/5 flyer? Alright, it is Hylia stuff. Which is probably a good time for it to Fairy Bounce. Then we have Instant Speed Verdict after that as well. Chad, I don't normally talk about leaks, but can we talk about that 5-mana 5/5 flyer that casts Ancestral Recall? Isn't that card cracked? Why does it have Ward? And then I guess my next question is it even good? Is it even good when we have 2-mana Ancestral Recall? Part of me kind of thinks it might not even be good. Yeah, you can Ephemerate it and then recall again, which I think is kind of crazy too. So interesting. I say his Wrath for 2, and then save the Supreme Verdict. Yeah, they're just gonna... Honestly, I think they are just gonna do that. Do I have a third color in the list? I have a Watery Grave. Okay. I guess I go get that Watery Grave and pending the Heliod. I don't have to do it right now. Could pass the turn and instant speed pending the Heliod. That seems bad in standard, but I kind of think 5 mana is a steep cost. But if you could get that down in modern, you can get that down and start ephemerating it. Seems kind of schnasty. Oh, let's actually pay the black mana. I think I double checked. Let me just counter this too. Hmm. Alright, we pass. Is the Sewer Dream dead? I wouldn't say it's dead. But I'm also not sure that the Sewers deck is super good. I don't know. It's hard for me to answer that. Because on one hand, Sewers is good. Because it can kill very, very quickly and it doesn't take a lot for it to kill. On the other hand, it kind of just loses to so many different hate pieces that I have a hard time justifying wanting to play it. Because you kind of get hit by graveyard hate, Emery hate, like any sort of creature removal for Emery, as well as affinity collateral in Wrath of the Skies. I'm not gonna say it's dead, but I'm also not gonna say it's super alive. Our hand is so cracked. Yeah, playing against Riddler decks, like, I don't think John could ever beat a Riddler. I am proud of you for going at least 3-2, though. That is really, really difficult to do with John. My Planeswalkers. Beat Neoform. Sometimes Neoform can't beat a single Thoughtseize. It's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to let that Ballista resolve. But also, it's probably not the biggest deal if I do let it resolve. Should I call it already and say unlosable game? I don't want to Otawar my Narset. Probably what I'm gonna most likely end up doing is just Otawar the Narset. Or I could Otawar the Solitude back to my hand. So Otawar the Solitude. I think that's pretty good value. Otawar the Narset's nice too, though. I leave that on top. It's highly into the graveyard. Scoop. Okay, blue-white energy with Leo. Probably one extra Wrath of the Skies. Mystical Dispute could be good. I think the Rest in Peace is fine, so that way I don't die to Soul Cauldron stuff. Do I even want Scepter Champ? Maybe not. Oops. Yeah, I don't think I want Scepter Chant. I think we have a lot of ways of disrupting the combo. Living End tomorrow or never. We'll do it. We'll do it. What did Slime Me Daddy refer to? I believe I was playing against Slimes Against Humanity combo. And I was reading chat. Bye bye, Goddess Souls. COTZ, thank you for the 31 months. Appreciate ya. Ballista for 1. I see. I'll see if we need to counter anything. If we don't need to counter anything, then I'm probably just going to surveil. Do I need to counter that? Probably not. I remember where most of the quotes came from, unfortunately. That I think I will counter. I think we get the Watery Grave. Maybe they have Mystical Dispute. No Mystical Dispute. Sneak being counterable. I don't know if it's an L. I think I'm just going to play Teferi and bounce this. They can Ballista and kill my Teferi, but I think that's okay. I think it's a W, but it's kind of an L for the mechanic. W for playing against it, though. What if they killed the fairy right away? Alright. Well, I no longer have to wonder. It happened. Oh, hey, at the fairy. Top. Maybe I was supposed to pending this and hold up counterspell, but I kind of wanted to leave up hardcast mystical dispute. Another Teferi. Let's try that again. Plus pass. Let me just hold up pending and probably pending this guy to souls. They're not ready for the big Tef. I think Teferi's pretty good against their deck in general. Range to pump the guide. Okay. Respect. I guess if they have Soul Cauldron, I die. Let's just assume they don't have Soul Cauldron. But I will die if they have Soul Cauldron. Oof. Almost died. That's pretty good too. Yeah, no, I thought I was for sure dead. Cat. Stonks. Huh. Should we stonk or should we rest in peace? I should probably rest in peace. I don't want to die to Soul Cauldron combo. So I can do both, right? Because I have a plus to fairy. I actually forgot I could do both. So this works out way better. Stonk. If I hit pending, I can kill this Ocelot Pride. I don't really know how they beat Super Friends over here. We got the whole squad. Only thing we're missing is Jace the Mind Sculptor. Then we'll officially have the whole squad. Heliod. Do I have a one-man answer to Heliod? Don't think so. Me, myself, and the side planeswalker. Could also just take Spell Snare. I don't think I really need to. It's a big old Leo. Go on. Untap, untap, go. Attacks there, attacks there, attacks there. I think I just verdict this away. You want to watch how to liven up chat? Kills it instantly. Everybody's too stunned. Yeah, it's like a whenever somebody sets up one of those traps in chat and then nobody talks. Next person gets timed out, sort of trap. You have one card in hand. Is it a Riddler? It's a Ballista. They do have that Riddler, right? The person below me is a dingling. Thanks, Ginger. Thanks, Ginger, for labeling my community properly. You got Riz. Draw 2? How about you draw 0? I'm surprised they didn't Ballista kill the Narset first. I feel like they should have done that. I remember there was a lot of judge calls whenever companions were popular because everybody would shuffle their companion back into their deck, including me. I was very, very guilty of shuffling my companion back in my deck multiple times. Like, come on, man. It's so hard to remember. Oh, yeah. Dress Down versus Dryad was a big one. I think I'm putting back the Plains. I can also put back the Otawara, maybe. I'm gonna put back the Otawara. No, that doesn't make any sense, does it? I guess if I need to make my first 3 land drops, I should probably put back the Otawara. I'm thinking, is it like... I know a lot of people forget Teferi passive also. Like, I played a game at Apex one time where I had a Teferi, and I forgot I had a Teferi, and I let my opponent cast instant speed spells during combat for an entire turn. Passive effects are so hard to remember. I wonder, like, how many Screaming Nemesises have been missed as well. Where somebody gets hit by a Screaming Nemesis and then just forgets. Or both players forget. I think it's Goyf. Oh, it's kind of interesting to think about. It might be PAX. It's actually kind of a hard question to answer. What card has single-handedly caused the most judge calls? I think I'm gonna leave a land on top here. I didn't vary. I wonder if it's the amount of time. Oh no. I was gonna say maybe the amount of cat tokens you make off of Ocelot Pride, but I feel like people kind of had that down by the end. Spell Snare. Hmm. I feel like I just bounce this and make him commit another mana. I think it's Time Vault. I need to draw Wrath Disguise. Oh god. Okay. I wonder if I... Shit, I feel like if I untap blue, I'm gonna die. Like, I almost assuredly just die. So I'm probably supposed to kick a chant here. I just hope to draw another one. Hope to draw a sweeper, maybe. Well, it is a sweeper. But is it going to be good enough? We'll try it. I can counter Slick Shot, but I have to deal with this cutter thing still. And they still have 5 cards in hand also, so I don't feel super comfortable. I could very easily die this turn still. After sweeping and countering. Surgical Orange Chant. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to lose my Teferi. Probably just bolt it. Oh, they're going to Lava Dart me. Am I dead? I'm dead. The f I feel like I did so much work to try to not die. I just died anyways. What the frick, man? Hey, good news. I still got my Teferi. Probably can't afford to play stock up. Man, that was kind of a bummer. I felt like we're finally stabilizing. But I guess that's the secret, is you never stabilize against prowess. It's impossible. I'll try it. Every time I think prowess is bad, it just kills me. I'm like, maybe prowess isn't so bad. But even when I was playing Jeskai Blink, I kept getting rolled by prowess. Just can't beat Slick Shot Show Off. Prowess against the Amulet, yeah, it's so bad for prowess. I played the prowess side of that matchup a lot back in the RC where Amulet was super popular. It was a pretty big feels bad. Prowess is so strong though. It being so like linear, that's what I think makes it so strong. Kind of just ignore whatever your opponent's doing most of the time. First, not so bad. I have to imagine my Teferi's gonna die though. They just like recast Slick Shot and kill it. It's just time to cut. It's time for a DRC. Okay. Plus another Slick Shot Show Off. Actually, I don't think I care. I feel like I can let this DRC exist for a turn. I think I'm supposed to counter this. Curious to see if they still want to unplot the Slick Shot. They still have 5 cards in hand regardless. Hmm. Need them to commit more than one creature, and they're not willing to, and it's making it very, very difficult. I'm gonna surgical my counterspell. Well, that's pretty messed up. Okay, kill me. Plus another Slick Shot Show Off. I'm in so much danger. One top, one bottom. Where's my Dranith Magistrate? I think I plus and pass. No, I'm playing this game immaculately. This is why I think like that Rathless guy's focus decks are a little bit weak at the moment. Yeah, without High Noon, this game is kind of tough. He's kind of destroying me right now. Curious what's getting sent where. Me, Teferi, Teferi. Well, my Teferi's dying regardless, so I think I just let this happen. Okay, we drew a Chant. Question is, my chanting in their upkeep? I don't think so. I think I can wait for them to play like a threat and then chant them afterwards. And maybe they unplot Slick Shot. No, I lost my Teferi. Oh, hi, Teferi. Alright, we've dealt with as many threats as possible, I think. But there's so many threats in their hand. More chance. I'm gonna gamble and play the Kahira here. I don't think I'm gonna die if I play this Kahira unless they, I don't know, Labadart it. Bolts the Kahira. Bolts me. I died. I guess I should have chanted. Holy chantabole. Playing the cat was greedy. I just didn't think I was gonna die from that spot. I figured they would need like Lava Dart plus Lightning Bolt, but Lightning Bolt does it too. But yeah, I ended up being greedy. If I had just like chanted and to chant again, and to chant a third time, I think we get there. Could just be a deck building diff, but I don't know. I think that was player diff at the end. Black, what are you casting? I'm guessing this is living in. With Prowess, Boros, and Affinity on the menu, I think these control builds benefit a lot with having the energy package again. Wrath guys are so much better if you're playing Gals and Tunes. I think so as well. Having to pay full price for Wrath guys, it's a little lackluster. But I think like being on Wrath guys over Terminus is probably better. I think the Terminus builds aren't as good anymore. Hard to say though. I've heard this matchup is a nightmare for control as well. Because I think it's hard cast Deceit and Wistfulness. Is it time to cast the Living End? Overlord of the Baelmer. I guess they pick up Deceit, yeah. It's probably good for me that they're picking up Deceit, though. I would try to stick this Narset, and I don't think Narset's gonna die for a little bit. I don't think I want this stock up. Force of Negation? No Force of Negation. Spot check for Sweeper, which we do have Sweeper. I remember you, Supreme Verdict. It's been real. Oh, why they took the Consult? What does that mean? Verdict? Teferi, Teferi, Teferi. I guess I'll take a Teferi. I don't really want to bounce this Overlord. I think I just plus pass. Double Delta. I'm a little bit confused why they took Consult over the Verdict. I'm surprised they don't have any Force Negations. I guess they just didn't draw them. I feel like the issue with the Prowess matchup for Control is that Cutter's a stupid good card against you. Both Slickshot and Cutter are just so strong against you as a control deck. It's like one of them doesn't get swept away by creature sweepers, and the other one's just like so mana efficient because you get to plot it and then cast it for free and then multi-spell. Also, all their threats having haste when the sweepers are a sorcery. Pretty tough too. Speaker. I think Prowess is on the downswing at the moment. Doesn't mean people aren't going to play it though. I think Prowess is one of those like fan favorite decks where people will play it regardless of the meta. I would like a land drop. Three mana 2/2. I don't think I care too much if Narset dies here. It's a lot of Isochron Scepters. Narset, no. I guess they can Wistfulness and draw to discard one. But I'm pretty okay with that too. So might as well buy Kihira. I don't know about this double Isochron Scepter in my hand with no chance. It's looking a little sketchy. Yeah, double Tef is usually lights out. That's what I noticed when I was playing Miracles as well. Double Tef is pretty unbeatable. Okay, let's take a Mystical Disputes, Rest in Peace. I could take High Noon, but I think Consigned Memory is probably better. Prismatic Ending can bite the dust. Surgical Spell Snare doesn't do anything. I don't think I need these scepters either. High Noon's an interesting one. I could bring in High Noon. Definitely think it's better than Wrath of the Skies. Do I want a Celestial Purge? Eh. Play the High Noons, I think. Maybe I take one High Noon, one Celestial Purge. Arski season is modern. I haven't played in a few months. Has anything changed? Not by a ton. Living End is back in some capacity. Energy's still the best deck. Jeskai Blink is now the second best deck thanks to Casey Jones. There's a lot of Tron still and Eldrazi variants. The Sewer Cam combo exists, but it's not a real deck. It's a real deck, but it's not a popular deck. I would just have a plan for energy. There's also like Leonardo Soul Cauldron stuff, which is good to know about. But I don't think you have to really worry about running into it. Yikes. Oh yeah, Storm's pretty good too. There's a lot of Storm. There's not a lot of Titan online, but that's probably just because it's online. Wistfulness, wistfulness. I think Storm is good when Energy's popular, but even then, Energy has some very, very powerful sideboard cards against Storm. But if you can always kill Energy on turn 2, turn 3, it can be very, very powerful still. Also, Neoform's coming back because of the popularity of Energy. I miss Grief. Come back to me, Grief. You did nothing wrong. You're a pure soul. If I was to play Energy, I don't think Energy's a bad choice. Hell yeah, Maze. If that were the case, I'd be playing a counterspell deck. Some of my favorite cards I own are some altered counterspells by RK Post. And I don't even get to play them anymore because counterspell's just not good. Trading 2 mana for 1 mana against Energy feels bad. Even trading 2 for 2 against Energy could feel really bad. Or trading 2 mana for half of a Flage. Hate to see it. I'm not gonna play this Teferi until I have 5 mana. Ashiok. Okay. I don't think I care about Ashiok. If I had more fetches in my hand, I'd probably care about Ashiok. And that one I kind of care about. This card's Endurance picks up Shardless Agent. If I plus, I can smack it with the speaker. I minus and bounce the speaker. Does that do anything for me? Lets them tutor. I can just plus and pass. Getting the card out of it's pretty nice though. But giving him another speaker trigger is also risky. Also, this Overlord's coming down. So I probably need to consult for a Supreme Verdict or something. Am I supposed to bounce this Overlord? No, because then the speaker just kills it, so that's not the play. Mills themselves. It's gonna have to be a pretty big consult the star charts. Because they can have this Overlord come off of Impending as well as play Shardless Agent. What if I was supposed to consign one of the Overlords? So that way it comes off of Impending with turn later. That might have been good. Return Subtlety. Big Tef. I guess we spin this Overlord back. And they're gonna kill with the speaker. Which I think is fine. But removing that Overlord seems too important. Now we can consult for Supreme Verdict. Cast it at instant speed. Interesting that they brought in the Ashiok to just kind of mill themselves. Mill over the Overlord. They gotta commit something else to the board here. Let's cast a consult. Take a look ski. This is not great. It's a Northwind Avatar deck. It's probably really bad. But I wanted to try it. I'm not sure what to do. What to take. Kind of can't beat their board at the moment. I could take Teferi. Let's try taking Teferi and then bouncing Subtlety. Maybe we'll draw a land. It was Solitude. It's pretty reasonable. See if we can hit our land drop here. We cannot hit our land drop, sadly. I think we take Consult Chant and then just pitch the chant. Can't fetch with the Arid Mesa because of the Ashiok. Maybe just replay Subtlety here. Paper, maybe. Oop. Hold the line, chat. We got the parries of Teferis. Chartless Agent. Reveals Living End, does nothing. Mystical Dispute. Could also save Mystical Dispute for Deceit. I might have to counter this Overlord, though. But Deceit's probably the most threatening thing they have. Orange Chant, High Noon, Stock Up, Verdict. I'm a Greed Lord. I think I can afford to be a Greed Lord here, though. I ain't hear no bell. Wonder how much work they would have been doing if they were just milling me instead. I could probably run out of win conditions. Especially since they can recur this Ashiok over and over with Overlord. Pretty sure they're just looking for a Deceit. But C's not going to be super good with me having 2 consigns in my hand. This old school Mario Kart. This is Diddy Kong Racing. It's certainly a standard legal deck. Yeah, it's not going to be good. Let me clarify that. It's not going to be good. Bum, bum. I tried the Go Ninja Go stuff, and I wasn't very impressed with it. Anytime I play a deck with Ashling, I just get shit on. There's a very high correlation between that, I've found. How you doing, Enya? Probably wasn't even worth playing Kahira. I guess I could Auto Warrior the Kahira back to my hand. And then sweep the board. Nah, I don't care about you, Kahira. Sorry. Cycles the Street Wraith. Yep. I'm not sure what they're digging for at this point. Oh yeah, they cycled it in the Narset. I forgot about that too. Discarded the Street Wraith. For nothing. Where's my card? Yeah, see, I forgot about Narset already. These passive planeswalkers, there's 3 of them. Like, these passive planeswalkers, for shame. Now we found our win con. Good games, though. I think we're going to surveil here. Oh, yeah, I saw that deck, the Pursuit one. Probably better than Jeskai, yeah. I just want to play this Jeskai deck because I thought it looked cool. It's not good, though. I knew it wasn't going to be good. But I doubled down. I think we're playing against Living In. Oh. I take it all back. Yeah, sometimes I gotta touch the stove and be like, man, why did the stove hurt me when I went to touch it? So upsetting. I think I went 3-2 or 4-1. I don't remember. Oh, wait. Actually, maybe I did horribly. Chad, do you remember how the blue-white cam list went? I don't remember if that was one that went horribly or if we actually did okay with it. I wish I drew a white card here. I could just win the game on the spot. Yeah, but like the standard in 2 weeks. Standard's just a bunch of lessons, prowess, and mono green. Those are the 3 decks that I keep seeing do well. And then like the occasional cub. I haven't seen Jeskai Control do well at all. And now I'm starting to understand why. Although I think the results of that deck are a reflection of the pilot more than anything else. Jeskai control might be good once that new recall creature gets printed. Why does it have ward? I can't believe they keep putting ward on cards. It's like kind of upsetting. I think I'm more surprised by the fact that it just says like when it enters. So you can blink it and then just go ham. It's only 6 mana for a 5 mana, or 6 mana for a 5/5 flyer with ward and ancestral and potential to cast another ancestral. Seems fine, no? I think they have Besiju. Tricked another one. You're hoping they go up in price. Draw a land, then we can stick this to fairy. Or you know what? I'm stupid. I thought I had this Teferi in play. I was like, I'm gonna untap 2 lands. I don't know why I did that. That was so greedy and risky. And it worked out anyways. I totally like zoned out for a second. I was like, okay, I get to untap 2 lands, so I might as well kick the star charts. Because I can still activate Scepter. Wow, that was horrible. Yeah, in hand equals on the battlefield, I think. Just go back to bed, chat. I ain't cut out for playing this Magic the Gathering game. Oh, it's definitely one of those days for me. Big old brain fog day. Oh, wait, let me put that land. No, my land. No. I don't know what they're hoping to draw to at this point. They have an Odawara. They have another Oculus. They're going to mill themselves twice as fast. And a frog. It's either Odawara or Besiju. I don't have to do anything to win this game. It's just going to take forever. They're probably going to lose the self-mill. Do you like steel drum music? I don't think I'm familiar. Is it just people playing steel drums? Yeah, I don't think I've ever really heard it. It make me sack my big Teferi. I guess they can adapt it again. Oh no, they can't adapt it again, right? I guess I could just lose my big Teferi. Nah, just discard whatever. Still think they're locked out of this game. I guess they're trying to flip more Emperor Bones, maybe. That's probably a path to victory for them, I suppose. They just mill over more Archons, they flip Emperor Bones face up. I guess if that's how they're trying to win this game, then I should just leave up instant speed pending all the time and then pending it in response to them eating the Archon. I don't know if they have Odawara, they might. They scooped. Rest in peace. Mystical Dispute, Celestial Purge, I think. We're all fine. Wrath of the Sky seems meh. I'll leave in one Scepter. I don't know if I need two Scepter. Stonk, Narsec can go, and then Lorien. I think pendings are reasonable. Oh, I want Surgical. Trim pending. No, Surgical. That's fine. We'll just draw one copy of Rest in Peace. Yeah, they can try to kill our Teferi and then interact at instant speed if I run out of Planeswalkers to sacrifice. I drew the answer to Frog. Pretty lucky. Oh, there goes my answer to Frog. How unlucky. Oh, they took Verdict. Interesting. I want to answer the Frog on the stacks, though. They can't discard a reanimate creature. And then Persistent. Which I'm assuming... I don't know what their plan is. I think another land drop's fine here. Stitchy. Okay. My. Cool new Teferi card. Thanks. I don't think I have to worry about that for a turn at least. It's going to be Blight 1, Surveil 1, so they can kill their Stitcher Supplier and then Surveil. Bin's Archon. Are they a knower? How'd they know that was on top? Could have land drop here. I get punished really hard if the last two cards are land drop persist, but I think I'm supposed to counter this. So if they're sandbagging land drop, then I kind of just die. Oh, good. Scepter. Now we can Scepter pending. There goes a Tameo and a Persist. Puts one card on top. I'm terrified. What is it? It's just a Persist. It's a Frog. Okay. like we've been that. I think Verdict is interesting. I think we just Verdict and say go, and then we have this to answer the next threat. If they double spell, then it's kind of awkward. But even if they persist Archon, this is still an answer to it. This is worse if they have the persist now. No, my Teferi. Is it a Scepter Star Charts angle? I think it is. I've never done Scepter Star Charts before, but I'm very excited. The value is going to go crazy. All right. Can't lose. Maybe. Birthing Ritual resolves. Surely we can't lose from here, right? Yeah, right. Fair enough. Chad, tell me if this opening hand's good. You know, that's good. I'm going to keep it. Ruby Storm. Keep. Have 6. I return. I don't really want to pending the treasure token. I'm just going to pass. With them being on a Moldifor. Or they just have 4 cards left. I think we could afford not pending this token. Or they exile. Lands. 2 lands. I think I'll leave that on top. Sea spell that I could try to stick to fairy, but I think tapping out is a little bit dangerous. Let's just pass back. Could also let them have that and then pending it. Ral. Hmm. I think we just have plus pass. Rallium has arrived. Ritual. Ritual, splice ritual. Ritual. Past in flames. I think I do it now. Seems devastating enough for them to deal with. Oh wow, Narset too. I guess I don't want to put Narset into play quite yet. Probably give it one turn. Storm is such a terrible control matchup. I don't even blame our opponent. It's like not a lot they can do. Could have done that instant speed also. Storm player derogatory. And crack the Sunbait Canyon. I think I was supposed to let that spell snare or let that route resolve actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. And then save the spell snare for something else. Yeah, the spell snare is not bad at all. It's got good low room vibes. Don't crack the Sunbait Canyon, opponent. Bad things will happen. And crack it now. Now it's fine. But earlier, no. As long as it's not on their turn. Cracks the Sunbait Canyon, okay. Yep. Past in Flames and a Reckless Impulse. Manamorphose and a Scalding Tarn. Manamorphose is not going to draw them a card. I have a feeling this game has ended. With the old big boy Teferi. They're supposed to cast Chant in their upkeep here. It stops them from casting Past in Flames, then the Past in Flames stays in exile, doesn't go to the graveyard. Our Storm opponent's a Trooper. Oh, okay, they're not a Trooper, I take it back. They kind of were a Trooper for how long they stayed in that game, though. For 1-2. I lost to Prowess. Which feels like it should be a good matchup for us, but I think I just kind of maybe got greedy in certain spots. Need like one more turn to survive with my high noon out. Herbs is probably fine over the verdicts, and then try like that. I could leave in one sweeper in case they go for empty the warrens, but I don't really see Storm players going for empty the warrens anymore. Oops, sorted by rarity. My deck has one common in it. Ginger's still going as well. I really like this Northwind Avatar card, but I don't think our Jeskai shell is correct for Northwind Avatar. I feel like we could probably build a better Jeskai deck and still play the Northwind Avatars, because the Northwind Avatar has been good. Good enough anyways. think it just needs like a proper shell built around it. Maybe with less No More Lies. We're playing 5 color with Northwind. Yeah, like I said, I think that with a proper wish board and a proper like main deck, you could probably get away with having an okay Northwind Avatar deck. Yeah, there's a lot of Giga nonsense indeed. Sure. High noon go. 2 Manamorphos. I was gonna drop Storm after this. The Casey deck's really good. I think you'll be surprised. I think it's quite strong. It's just a matter of like, can you play tight enough to be able to beat energy consistently? And that's what I struggle to do. I think the energy matchup is very, very difficult if your opponent holds on to spells and doesn't commit a whole bunch into sweepers. Wrath can only carry you so far in that matchup. Hardest talent. I don't think Pyroclasm's that good either. Pretty lucky they didn't have Weird Tear. Yeah, you have to kind of draw Pyroclasm like right on time. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything. We're gonna play a little bit of Protect the High Noon here. Mono red aggro. Oh boy. Stop that. Feel bad for this Storm player. That Emblem would be pretty juicy. Gotta play a standard match too. We're gonna be kind of loosey goosey here. Try to speed up this game. Take them off all their colored mana. All right. little 4-1 for blue-white control. Now let's lose to mono red in 5 minutes.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.